friends, this is Hedda. Welcome back to my channel and welcome to another Penpal video. I'm using a letter set from Midori today, which I bought when I was in Vienna in February. I've been dying to try it and this was the perfect occasion. The envelopes are plain blue and the letter paper is white with lemons on it. And to complement it, I picked out this lemon witch sticker sheet from Marigona Suli Art. And I think this lemon theme is so fun, and blue and yellow just looks really nice together. The letter I'm making today is for my friend Sasha, whom I haven't written a letter to in quite some time. The last letter she sent to me was around Christmas, and it was actually quite sad because she sent me 2 letters at the same time, one Christmas card and one Penpal letter, and only the Christmas card made it. So I never got to know what she wrote to me in December, and I didn't have the energy to write to her in January with my grandma passing away and all of that. And then in February, Russia invaded Ukraine, and suddenly Sasha's life was turned upside down. She's from Ukraine and she lives in Germany, but her whole family lives in Ukraine. So when the war started, I honestly didn't quite know what to write to her. So I procrastinated and more and more time passed. And now we are here in June and I have finally gathered up my courage to write to her again. It may sound strange because I'm not the one whose country is being invaded. I'm not the one who has to worry about my family and friends, but I just didn't know what I could possibly say to her. It feels strange talking about mundane, everyday things in situations like this, and I definitely didn't want to come across as too carefree or unfeeling, but at the same time, she might be so tired of everything that's going on, and maybe some mundane, normal things is exactly right. So even though it may have been clumsy, I still wanted to show Sasha that I appreciate her and I think of her, because I do think of her quite often. So I made this letter with the colors of the Ukrainian flag, blue and yellow. It was definitely intentional and I hope that she will like it. You might notice that this video is not sped up as much as my videos usually are, because I wanted to try out a slower, more relaxed format. This letter took me just over an hour to make, and I've sped up some parts a little bit and of course cut out unnecessary clips, like clips where nothing is happening or I'm just moving stuff around. But other than that, it's pretty much in real time. Let me know what you think about this in the comments, because I'd love to hear your opinions on it. You're seeing me decorate the front of the envelope here, and I am using a combination of stickers and ephemera. I actually didn't use any washi tape to make this Penpal letter at all, and I think that might be a first for me. I usually use so much washi tape on my Penpal letters. I didn't even put a washi tape sample in. I'm not sure what happened, but it just felt right this way, and then I kind of just forgot about washi tape for a while. The yellow floral paper is from a piece of origami paper from Norway design, and the little white doily is from an Etsy shop called Hawaii Co Record. And I think it's really cute, and I'm really happy that I bought these earlier this year. The black and white flower sticker is from AliExpress, and the piece of paper that is ripped from a book was sent to me by a pen pal. I wrote Sasha's name with a bright yellow Tombow dual brush pen, and it's probably the first time I've used this color, so I'm glad I got some use out of it. I got the little frame from Lena from mochibujo, and it was the perfect place to put Sasha's full name and address on later on. I also included a little yellow and blue flower ephemera from Stationery Pal, and although it's not a ton of things, they really come together on the envelope, I think. I like to put down stickers last so that they can kind of be the finishing touch. You can probably tell from all of my other Penpal videos, but I love to have a person sticker on my envelopes. In this case, it's the lemon witch. It's small enough to not take away from the rest of the envelope, but still big enough to make an impact. I'm just super impressed that all of these different yellows look so nice together. It was a great bonus. I also used some smaller lemon stickers from the same sticker sheet to fill up the envelope a little bit more, and I think it turned out really cute in the end. On the back of the envelope, I put a little label with my return address and decorated with a couple more lemon stickers. Not a lot of decoration, but enough, I think. And this way, the return address won't be confused with the main address where it's going, because that has happened to me a few times when sending letters from Norway. I dissected another envelope from the letter set to make a little pocket to hold the contents of the letter. I could have used a piece of paper, I know, but I really wanted it to be the same color as the envelope, so it really was the only option. I basically just cut off the 4 flaps and a little bit off the 2 sides of the rectangle so that it would fit inside of the envelope. I tried to treat it really nicely, but it still crumpled a little bit. These envelopes aren't very thick, so they bent very easily. I decided to use one of the flaps to make a pocket, and I will say the idea was great, reducing paper waste and just using the stuff that I have and all of that. But the shape of the pocket turned out to not be ideal, so I struggled a bit with things falling out of it later. So good idea, poor execution. I think that's the way I'll label it. To make the pocket, I just folded 3 edges in to fit the big rectangular piece of paper, and then I cut off the corners so that there's no overlapping when I glue it down. I make pockets like this in almost every single Penpal video I make, so I think you know how it works by now. But of course, it's not enough with one pocket, so you can see here I'm making another pocket out of some tracing paper. This pocket will hold larger items like the main letter and other ephemera. Tracing paper comes in many different thicknesses. It's also called vellum paper, and the paper that I have is quite thick, so it's a bit hard to work with sometimes, but when you rip it, the ripped edge looks really nice. So I ripped the top of the pocket because I think it brings a bit more life to the overall look. I decorated the front pocket a little bit using some lemon stickers and a frame that I made by stamping a notebook therapy stamp on a piece of paper and then cutting it out. And also a piece from the same book page as I used on the envelope. And this way the blue pocket is still visible, but I keep the theme of the envelope going. Because when I put stuff in the pockets, you won't really see much of the blue background anymore. So this was kind of a nice way to keep that color scheme going. And then after decorating the front pocket with stickers, it was time to stuff the pockets. I put in some Pantone stickers and little frames that I got off of AliExpress, which are all blue. I put in my last cat sticker from Midori and some floral stickers from AliExpress and Vinka. I also thought that since the sunflower has kind of become a symbol for Ukraine this year, I put in my Patreon exclusive stickers from May. It's 1 sticker sheet and 1 vinyl sticker, which are both themed around sunflowers. Usually these are only available to my patrons, either those receiving Happy Mail each month or those accessing the secret shop within my sticker shop, which is called Ikigai Papir, to get access to the older Patreon stuff. But I thought it would be a nice symbol of my support, so I put them in there. I also put in the same sticker sheet that I used to decorate this whole Penpal letter, because I intentionally got 2 of this sheet when I bought it, because I thought it would be perfect for a Penpal letter like this. And hopefully Sasha will appreciate it, and maybe she can find a use for it in her journal or in another Penpal letter. I haven't seen her use much yellow, so maybe it can be a nice challenge for her, and maybe it will inspire her to create something, because I know she hasn't really posted on social media since the war begun, and I don't know if she's still journaling or making any penpal letters. It would be quite understandable if she's not. I also put in some nice frames that I got off of AliExpress, a mini piece of sheet music that I got from mochibujo, a pretty tag I bought from Kiroku, and a little freebie sheet from Vinka. I also put in some additional ephemera that I felt fit the theme. There's lots of blue and not a lot of yellow, but hopefully she will like all of the blue ephemera. I used one of my own stickers that says handmade for you and put it in the butterfly frame on the pocket. And then I kind of just kept stuffing the pockets with more and more stuff until I couldn't fit anymore. It does look a bit messy, and I would have maybe made a third pocket if I were to make this exact penpal letter again, but oh well. When I was satisfied with all the extras that I had put in, I thought maybe it was a good idea to decorate the back of the pocket, since it could be a bit bare otherwise. And this would have been great to do before stuffing the pockets to the brim, because it was kind of bumpy and awkward, but I did my best to decorate it. I decided to use more sunflowers for this, so I made a base layer kind of with the same book pages and origami paper, as well as a big floral washi sticker. So these pieces are kind of the same as on the envelope. And then once the base layer was done, I got out one of my Patreon exclusive sticker sheets from May, the same one that I included in the letter for Sasha, and I used it to decorate the back of the pocket more. I put a little sticker that says "To my dearest friend" on there as well. My words and quotes stickers contain a mix of quotes from books and short phrases that are great for penpal letters. I did this because those were both things that I really wanted, so yeah, I hope that you guys like it as well. Obviously, I wrote the letter off camera, and it actually took me a couple of days to finish writing it because it did feel a bit overwhelming and it was a bit difficult, but I got there in the end, and luckily the letter also fit in the big pocket, so I was able to fit it all into the envelope. I really hope that Sasha will like this letter and that she will know that I think of her. Sasha is one of the pen pals that I've been writing back and forth with a lot over the past year, and I consider her one of my good friends at this point. I talk with my patrons a lot about pen pals, and I know some people are searching for new pen pals, or some people just want to get started with their first pen pal. So I'm actually hosting a penpal search over on my Instagram page right now. A penpal search post is an Instagram post where you can search for and find a penpal for yourself. You can either post a post like that yourself using the hashtag penpal search, or you can apply kind of through someone else's post. So if it's something you'd like to try, definitely check it out. It's been over a year since my previous one, so I figured it was time. All you need to do is go to the Instagram posts that I've linked in the description box, and then either read through the comments and reply to some of the people you might want to write to, or you can write your own comment and wait for someone to reply to you. I recommend doing both, put yourself out there, but don't just sit around and wait for someone to come to you. Be proactive and reach out to other people as well. Just be careful, don't put your address or your email in your comment. Just, keep it kind of anonymous while also trying to show your interests and stuff like that. There will be instructions in the Instagram post, so you can find a link to it in the description box. That's all for this video. I really hope that you enjoyed it. Be sure to put blue and yellow emojis in your comments so that I know that you watched the video all the way to the end. And if you want to check out Sasha's social media, I've put links to her accounts in the description box. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you're all having a lovely day, and I'll see you next time.